back to the Webby and O'Neill channel. Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 0. An excellent 3 points, Webby. Deserved 3 points. Your opinions on all that game, Webby?
Yeah, I thought first half, after Thursday night, it was a disappointment the way we second half, but I thought the first half we played some nice stuff. Up against the Villa team who are top of the form league and by rights, I was a bit worried about today's game, thinking, Villa are coming here under a great run of form, but no, we deservedly won it. We've hung on at the end, they've had a couple of chances, but Tony, we've got to kill teams off. The final pass, the final cross, sometimes letting us down, and I think that's why now it's more we need that centre forward. We need that Ruud van Nistelrooy player who's going to do nothing but apart from score us goals and sniffing around the box, because I love Marcus and his record this year is great, but he's not that type of centre forward where we've seen that ball crossed at the near post and a Van Nistelrooy, a Shearer, an Ireland, a Rush go into those places and put it in the back of the net. But no, 3 points, much needed, very happy.
I was surprised, Webby, that the change of the team with Wan-Bissaka, Anthony not being in there. I actually thought Martial would start. You go on about having an attacker. 2 games now, not brought Martial on. And I thought we needed a striker just to sit there in the middle. Unfortunately, right, there was opportunities there. And to be truthful, it was a good game. But both sides had opportunities there. We should have put the ball away, not quick enough, in my opinion, in front of goal. Is that how you see that?
I see it that we're creating some great positions, You don't expect Eriksen when he had the ball. Normally Eriksen is right on the money and he's not played a great ball in, but he wasn't just him. I just think today, the final ball in that last third, the crucial ball, was lacking. Whether Martial now, I'm one of Tony's biggest fans, as you know, but I don't think he justifies a place at the moment. That's just my opinion. He's a manager trying to manage him well because obviously his injury record recently. I just thought I looked at this game and I thought, hard game, 3 points would be very hard to get. We've got them, but going on about you said about Wan-Bissaka and Anthony, is he leaving them out for Thursday night? Because Brighton away on Thursday night, by the way, is 1-1 tough game. You've seen how they played against in the semi-final at Wembley. You've seen what they've done to Wolves yesterday, who've been playing well themselves. So we're going down there after last year's terrible performance. We got to put performance in against the Brighton team, who are playing absolutely top-notch football, Tony.
I thought when we scored the goal, and at times before when we scored first, we've sort of sat back, but I thought United, the way they played the ball from at the back was excellent today to the midfield, and Eriksen was just pinging it, Casemiro was pinging it. There was no hanging on to the ball, but the movement and the way they wanted the ball and looked for each other, I thought it was excellent. I thought that back four, right, was excellent today, and the midfield all wanted it, and they gave opportunities for the forwards, but at the same time, Webby, they were doing the same. It was tough, and at times we was hanging on, especially with that last 15 minutes when the substitutions were made. But at the end of the day, Webby, in my opinion, I thought it was an excellent 3 points against an excellent team, Aston Villa, who attacked, who wanted it. And 15 minutes at the end, I was hanging on me, Webby.
I think you back 4, you back 5 players well if you keep Maguire away from it. And that's, I don't come in here and slag players off.
Well, you've not been on for a while, Webby, as we know, but you're here. You speak about Maguire. We've spoke about it a lot. Don't get me wrong,
I don't want to come in here and slag any player off who's played for our great club, but he's just not a United player. I think the best thing for Addy is to get him moving the summer, but how much we're going to get for him, I honestly think that he's going to go on loan to the club because I think people will just not pay the fee United want. I think United will probably want about 30 million and get him off the wages, but I just think that Lindelof is a better player without Maguire. I think he panics about him. I think you've seen today, Casemiro probably played his best game since he come back from suspension. I thought he was superb, the way he controlled. But then he's saying, the manager's saying, Casemiro, just drop back an extra 10 yards because we've got Maguire there. I think some players worry about other players in the team. That's my personal opinion. Well, and I think with Maguire not being in, I think that Lindelof, short is absolutely top-notch centre-half. I'd keep him there.
How do you look at Luke Shaw adapting to being the centre-half and looking as though he's been there all his life. Because I thought today, the way he stood up, the way he got the ball, brought it out, his tackles, his movement, the way he looked for it, to me, he just looked like a natural centre-half. And I think he's just brought a togetherness, him and Lindelof, which is one thing he has done, in my opinion, Webby. David De Gea. When them two are there, there's nothing wrong with David De Gea. There's no panic. There's no kicking it out. The football, what they did today at the back was excellent. But Luke Shaw, to me, is just unbelievable at centre-half.
I think if you're a good footballer, you can play anywhere. You can play in nets. I think Luke Shaw could play in nets for us. I really do. I think if you're that good of a player, you can play anywhere. And I think Shaw, obviously, he had that terrible injury. He was there that night in PSV.
Yeah, I was.
Never thought he'd come back from it. You know, it was a bad injury. And fair play to him. You know, Mourinho absolutely slaughtered him.
Yeah.
Wanted all the credit for when he was coming back. But fair play to Luke. He's come back from a terrible injury, you know, and was rightly probably England's best player at the Euros. Shaw Berto, he got the nickname. And obviously he's just gone on. He's had a few dip games. But I also think that Shaw, when he has a player pushing for his place, becomes a better player. You know, because we didn't have we only had one left back. I think the other left back at the club was Brandon Williams.
Yeah.
Now, nothing disrespect to Brandon. If you're half right and you're fit, you're going to play in front of Williams. And I think with the fullbacks we brought in and put that pressure. But as a centre half, so you're right. He's looked like he's played there all his life, and let him continue. And I like the right foot, left foot. Me just think we look balanced as a back two in the middle, like Varane and Martinez is. I think if you've got a right foot and a left foot, I think you look mint.
Well, what I liked today, you let me know out there. I liked how they all worked hard today. I thought it was very disciplined.
So they had to.
Yeah, no,
they
this is what
mate,
I'm going to say. No, you're right. They had to. After that second half performance at Tottenham, the work rate today was for 90 minutes. Every player was looking for the ball. They were looking for the quick, sharp ball and everything. And what was pleasing today was Casemiro. To me, he's not been playing well. Not been playing to the ability what he's got, what we all know he is. He's a world-class player. But today, I thought he got himself about. And I was worried today because referees, to me, have pinpointed him and going for the booking. But today, he was in there. He was sharp. He was pinpoint with a lot of the crosses, intercepting and everything. That's how I seen it. And now, going forward with him and United on this run-in to get a top four, I think him today, with that form he played, going forward, that's a good thing to look forward to, Webby.
I think looking at Casemiro, obviously when he first came to the club, he never played, did he, from the start?
Yeah.
McTominay was staying. I think the likes of Casemiro have got to get that run of games. And when he've had those games out, I think it takes him a bit of time to get in. But we've seen today the player he was virtually 2 or 3 months ago. And that's only, it's coming now when we need it, you know. I expect him to be up against the kid at Brighton, who's an absolutely top-class midfielder. But I just think Casemiro, I also think that once he has a settled partner next to him, I think Eriksen looked better today.
Yes.
You know, I thought Eriksen
great
struggled.
balls there today.
Yeah, well, we know what you get from him.
Even without looking.
Yeah, you know what you get with Eriksen. He's a top-notch player. We got a right top signing with him. But like you say, so we had to perform today. We had to work. We had to battle them because they're coming here at the top of the form league, with a good manager and a good team and great results. So massive 3 points and very, very good performance.
They were always a danger, Aston Villa, always. And in that last 15 minutes, I thought United's defending was spot on. But a tough game. Going forward, cementing that top four is vital. Couple of away games now. It's all looking good. And if they keep that form up, there is no reason why we shouldn't get that top four in the next couple of games. That's how I see it. And then we look forward to that cup final, Webby.
I won't say looking forward to it.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
You're right, so let's put it to bed as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Getting that top four. We'd like to come third. I know Newcastle were getting beat, but come back, fair play to him. Just take the old cliche, every game as it come. We look forward now to another difficult game against Brighton on Thursday. And then we'll go from there, and then it's down to your mate West Ham London for another, because they'll turn up pre-Barcelona.
Yeah, that's
right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having playing. Obviously, I watched the game today against Palace. I thought it was one of the best games I've seen this year. It was a cracking game. But like saying, two away games now, 2 hard away games. So let's see what it brings. But it was adamant that we had to get the 3 points today after Thursday night.
Listen, if we pull off 4 points in these 2 away games, that's us done. Now listen, Webby, great to have you back. What? Yeah. Yeah, well, I thought about that Bruno's goal. I thought the goalie would have saved it. And I'm not sure here, right? And I'm not too clear on it. I thought it got deflected over him, but he was quick to pounce on it, which is excellent to see. And I thought Bruno today, his all-round performance, he was everywhere, I thought.
I just don't like him on the right. I just think that he's not got the pace to set players on. I like him where he plays in the middle or just behind Rashford or Antony. I just don't think, for my personal opinion, it doesn't work on the right. But you know what you get with Bruno?
Yeah.
You're getting 100%. He's going to battle for every ball. He's going to try stuff. Some of it might not work out. And he's come up with a winner, you know. You look, me and Kieran were speaking about how, what would it take if you wanted to bid for their goalkeeper. Now, I don't know what Villa paid for him from Arsenal. Don't think it was great amounts. You know, he's proved that he's a World Cup winner. I think he's a great keeper. He's got arrogance about him. He's a good keeper. And then he makes that, because he should have held out of that shot.
Yeah, should have held a shot, I agree on that.
Because Marcus, he didn't really, it's more of a pass and more of a cross. It's shot than a shot with power. But there again, Bruno's been sniffing about, which every good player knows, gets on it and puts it in. And now 1-0, you check that, you know what I mean? But it was great play. I thought Sancho had some good moments today. You know, he's been getting a bit of stick. Thought he got in some good positions.
Work rate was good. I thought, you know, you mentioned Sancho.
I'm looking at it there that he's up against Ashley Young, who must be about 850. You know, he keeps playing, and fair play to Ashley. I think he's 38. He still looks the same player than the day we signed him here. You know, and Ashley Young's he's kept himself fit. You know, he's in that team on merit because he's playing well. He's in a winning team. And I just thought Sancho has to be on his mark today, because you know what you get with Ashley Young? He's fit as a fiddle. He's up and down that line. And I think Sancho made him think a few times about going forward. I think we left him once in the start of the second half, and Ashley Young thought he couldn't believe the amount of fee. And I thought, we come on the pitch here with 10 players and we'd have player down, he had that much room. But no, fair play to Sancho. He's had a bit of stick recently. I give him a bit of stick. But fair play to him. I thought he had a decent game.
Well, lots of players there improved. The team actually played better today. Let's hope we get a few more games like that. More performance, more effort, and the energy was there today. So going forward, things look rosy. So get your comments in, smash the likes, and please subscribe. And we'll be back with another video, me and Kieran, not long.